First-person shooters. They are special to me. Not because I prefer them over other games, but because one of my earliest gaming memories consists of me watching my father play Quake 2. I have spent countless hours killing the demons of hell, saving humanity from the alien threat of the Covenant, attacking and defending bomb sites, or tested my skills and tactical knowledge against other players. The year was in the 2010s. I had just moved out of my parents' home and had gotten a nice, satisfying job. Life was good, or so I thought. Adult life came out swinging and knocked my young, naive mindset out of me. Work had a way of tiring you out that school never could. And other responsibilities of adult life ate away at my free time. The little free time I had left for playing games, I had to prioritize. Try to find that perfect game that I wanted to find, or play with my friends in games that we already had experience with. The answer was almost always the latter. We all had limited free time, and we took the safe bet of knowing what we would get, rather than taking a chance on a new game that may be better, but just as likely could be a waste of time and money. Turns out, that was a big mistake. In 2016, Respawn Entertainment released Titanfall 2. And here I am, a decade later, playing this game for the first time. Let's start with the obvious point, the movement. Never in my life have I experienced a multiplayer-focused game where movement have the level of importance as it does here. I know that there are fine nuance to the movement in every FPS. Peeking, counter-strafing and when to walk in Counter-Strike are great examples. But the difference between a player that has mastered the movement and the one that hasn't is extreme in Titanfall 2. Learning to keep your momentum up while moving across the map is essential. Is it possible for people preferring the sniper rifle to play a more stationary style? Yes, it absolutely is a viable option. Just don't blame anyone else when you don't reposition, which will get you outflanked and killed by someone moving across the map at the speed of sound. And while the movement is excellent on foot, deploying and using your Titan transforms the playstyle from a speedy parkour master to that of a bulky walking tank, with movement more akin to traditional shooters. Disregarding the fact that you are a giant that can kill anything not your size without problems. But let's take a step back and discuss all the aspects of the game, starting with what many have called the best FPS campaign ever. While I do not concur with that statement, I will say that this is easily the best modern FPS campaign I have experienced. The campaign does a very good job of teaching you the basics of both styles of gameplay. Some levels being more focused on playing on foot, while other levels lean more on piloting your Titan. The story is nothing special compared to anything that is out there. A simple sci-fi setting some 100 years into the future. You start as a regular rifleman on a mission that goes very wrong. Say to a pilot, the superhero soldiers linked to the titular Titans, big robots that can be piloted by its linked pilot or operate autonomously. This pilot sacrifice links you to its Titan who helps you on your mission. The most interesting nuance of the story is the portrayal of the relationship between you and the Titan. While the relationship between you and the Titan's AI starts out as a necessary cooperation for both of your survival, it grows during the campaign and eventually transforms into a strong bond capable of overcoming the most difficult situations. This part of the story is what interested me the most, as the AI of the Titan is clearly self-aware and exhibits all the common AI tropes, like reading out the likelihood of success of survival and extremely logical reasoning. It transforms into something resembling a real human being, all the while having to uphold 3 primary protocols hard-coded into its very being.
Protocol 1, link to pilot, establishing neural link. Neural link established. Rifleman Jack Cooper, You are now confirmed as acting pilot of BT-7274. Protocol 2, uphold the mission. Our orders are to resume Special Operation 217. Rendezvous with Major Anderson of the SRS. I'm detecting incoming enemy forces. Protocol 3, protect the pilot. Reinitializing critical systems.
It is these three protocols that makes the relationship between pilot and Titan so interesting, as they directly affect the interactions between them. Protocol 1 is the catalyst of all these events, as it is this protocol that dictates that the Titan cannot operate autonomously and need to link with you, while Protocol 2 enables your relationship to grow due to having a common goal to work towards. And I'm sure Protocol 3 won't have any impact in the story at all. And while the story is nothing special, the gameplay perfectly portrays two of the most common power fantasies in video games. One being the speedy, hyper-mobile parkouring super soldier while outside of your Titan. The other being the slow, bulky and powerful walking tank trope, where any enemy ceases to be a threat to you, excluding enemy Titans that is. The level design perfectly reflects these two playstyles. Every level enables the full use of your toolkit, there are plenty of hazards, and you have to constantly analyze what playstyle fits the current situation. And the movement is not limited to traversing the maps. The game fully expects you to keep moving while engaging your enemies. Get out of cover for more than a few seconds without wall running, sliding or other movement techniques, and you will get killed. It is still possible to fight from behind and around cover, but once you need to reposition to a new spot, the need to utilize the movement technique is still there. Other levels, more focused on piloting your Titan, gives you larger areas where buildings and other large debris act as cover. While you are in no way immobile while piloting your Titan, retaining the ability to sprint and dodge, the gameplay resembles other modern shooters, just exchange the assault rifles and sniper rifles for automatic cannons and railguns. Very few of the shooters I have played has successfully portrayed the feeling of an action hero as well as Titanfall 2 without breaking the immersion of the game. Every action taken is in some way logical given the context of the game. Yes, some situations and the way they get solved are a little far-fetched, but that's comparable to the T-800 in Terminator not dying after getting shot. It fits the universe and it doesn't break immersion, like doing an impossible jump with a snowmobile. While the campaign was straightforward to experience, install the game and you're ready to go. To be able to play multiplayer, some more work is required. To be able to play online with modern versions of Windows, you have to do some changes in the registry, but the information on how to do this was only a few internet searches away. The game mode I had most success with was attrition. 2 teams of 6 accompanied by weak bots representing the regular soldiers participating in the battle. First team to reach the target score wins. This mode was exactly what I needed to be able to have fun while playing against other players that were obviously far more skilled than I could ever become during my short but enjoyable period with the game. The bots allowed me to feel like I was still accomplishing something, despite obviously being the worst player in the match. And eventually I even started getting kills on other players. The movement I had learned from the single player campaign did translate over to the multiplayer modes. I was able to traverse the maps with surprising speed, but I felt that map and game knowledge was still as important as ever. Knowing where to move and how to intercept other players is still the most important skill in these kinds of games. The single player is a short burst of enjoyment that when the time is right, I would probably play again. While not being a cinematic masterpiece or portraying the most engaging story ever, there will always be a time when I want to have some mindless fun and feel like a real superhero. The multiplayer on the other hand, that I will continue to play. I have found myself coming back to it regularly, not as something I can spend an entire day playing, but something that gives a break from everything else. A couple of games, once or twice a week, has been the perfect amount for me to enjoy myself. Titanfall 2 is the best modern shooter I have played. It isn't revolutionary, it is still a modern shooter from the 2010s, but I can't shake the feeling that I have somehow experienced a shift in preference. That if I try to play other shooters from the same era, they would feel clunky and unresponsive. Titanfall 2 has made an impact on shooters in a very subtle way. I believe we have this game to thank for the huge improvement in movement mechanics of modern day games. Even if the game doesn't feature the wall running, double jumping or sliding of Titanfall 2, the fluidity of movement in games are forever a change for the better. Thank you for watching. If you know of other games that have left a mark on this genre like this one, write it down in the comments and help me to explore other games that I have missed.